That was the tweet he put out when he joined Preasy, was he's like, I'm going to be playing with these guys for the RMR, I'm going to try and keep the streak going, I'm going to try and get in to the major.
Yeah, but I know that there was a conversation on the desk the other day too about Dupree's retirement, and I don't think, like, you know, one last time kind of like just rubs me the wrong way.
Maybe not with this team though.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
Yeah. I mean, this is a project that it was just convenient to find himself in for this qualification period, but whether or not, you know, he stays with his team for the future, we'll have to wait and see. But
yeah, or sticks around in the future. I imagine he would. But yeah, let's see what we've got. This could be the final run of Dupree at the major.
Poria, oh, Dupree.
He ain't gonna go out without a fight, baby.
Yeah, mouthful of lead straight away. Poria, what a first map he had. He's looking to try and deliver that same performance here on Vertigo, but he won't be able to step up in the pistol round. Dupree, after that initial fight, goes in second at short. DGL looking to swing out. Good headshot. Roy is down. Second opportunity onto Dupree, but a good flashbang has forced DGL around the corner, and he still gets a second kill on Dupree. TMB fights back. 3v3 established, and a bomb plant now going down for Preasy, but the flank to the ramp, MSN, has been detected, but he's doing so much damage. No kill, and he's not alone. And his teammate Aaron is completely baiting him, completely and utterly baiting him. But if it pays off, well, fair enough. But then he does that. It doesn't look so clean, and he's taken out after one. Oh, Aaron, that is a terrible bait that does not pay off. And Camion now left on 1 HP will tap the defuse and be assassinated from behind.
I'm not gonna forgive that, but I'm gonna tell you there's some extenuating circumstances, right? Like you go on that, and they're obviously trying to go for like the 1-for-1 first player,
and then you
maybe gets a kill and dies, and
yeah.
you do the double flank that they won't expect. But with that extended of a fight, when your teammates just emptied his whole mag and he's got 2 players swinging on him, that's got to be a decision that clicks in Aaron's head to be like, time for me to get involved in the fight. If they're swinging on one player, you can kill one, the second player falls back. That's just such a long time to leave your teammate out in the cold.
All is forgiven when if he gets a double headshot.
Yeah, if he gets both kills, like, I mean, maybe not forgiven, but, you know, less frustrating in the moment.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Pera, none of the shenanigans to get a rifle into the round, no knives in the pistol, so it's just full USPs. Well, I say that, P2000s, 1 deagle. And so it's not a very strong round at all for Pera. A refresh, bang, right off the top of the sandbag.
Yeah, he had an up and down first map as well. He got bullied quite a bit at that A bomb site. Wasn't exactly like playing badly, just had so much pressure put on him at various moments, and towards the end of that half, the second half of Anubis, he was stepping it up and putting a stop to all the shenanigans.
Roy. Blinded. Oh, it's so awkward. He is taken out by the pistols. Altex, he can get a clean up. Oh, lovely work from Altex. Triple on the Galil. 2-0 for Preasy.
This is how it started on the first map as well, though, so let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Pera's going to have the rifles out, and this is where they began shutting Preasy down, was the gun rounds. 5 M4s, plenty of nades, no kits on the map, and actually a few players missing head armor as well, so the MAC-10 on TMB, the Galil on Altex, those can all be very effective weapons.
Aaron up on the ledge, doesn't swing from Crane, gets back to the sandbags, but I think he was just spotted there by TMB, so utility, double nade, trying to take half the health away from Aaron, and they do exactly that. Molotov to clear him, smoke goes down, he's staying alive, and because he pulled so much distraction, actually allowed DGL to swing out and take TMB out of the round. Goddamn players with their 3-letter names.
I know. Scumbags. Roy's gonna step up next. 4 letters in his name, so it's all good.
And it's not R-O-E-J either, so... Thank you very much for that.
Well, 4v5. Dupree's up next, makes his play, tries to spam, pour you down through the wall. It's not gonna happen. Roy still just waiting for any kind of a peek towards the top ramp. 3 defenders here, all in lane on the side of the bomb site before Aaron shifts backwards, and the rest of Preasy is gonna join up with Roy and Dupree. They've established a foothold towards the A bomb site, and Preasy loves that.
Yeah, they're big fans of that at the moment. Utility going up right side, smoke in for Dupree.
There's no counter nades for this defense at this bomb site. The smoke's remaining. Yeah, they're on the B defenders.
Aaron was spotted at sandbags early in the round, took a lot of damage from it, still trying to fight, but it's Poria who manages one more out of short before being traded by Altex. And you mentioned the lack of utility here for Pera, so they can't deny that bomb plant with grenades. They're hoping bullets would have got the job done. But Preasy settle into the post plant with 3 players still up.
Remember, no kits as well. Another smoke comes up for the T side, one for the CT side as well to block off the scaffolding lane. However, that player at Sandbags is going to be tough.
Yeah, dupree's position is really good, especially with no utility to clear him out. So he's just going to stay there. Refresh can take first contact. dupreeh can swing on that. Refresh sees the opponent in front of him. dupreeh catches Aaron. And 3-0 for Preasy. Well recovered.
Yeah, really good start. I think that time was just a lack of nades and a lack of utility. Those players at the A bomb site were under so much scrutiny from different angles. A lot of space given over to Preasy to make this work. That was the opening kill, but the follow-ups from Roy. Fantastic entrance, and even though he's traded off, it sets everyone else up nicely to have some easy plays down the stretch. 3-0 for Preasy.
CZ, D goals, 5-7s. That's what Pera have to play with. The fact that Preasy were able to bring back the game to touching distance and get into overtime filled me with a lot of confidence for a comeback here in map 2. It does feel like Preasy should take Vertigo. We'll decide things on Nuke. It's the ideal start for Preasy here as well. They're going to go 4-0 up unless some magic D-goal unravels the whole plan, and here's a chance. Oh, Roy reloading across the bridge. Fortunately, his teammates have taken space and started the B-bomb site.
Yeah, shouldn't be any more damage from the pistols, and with that smoke going up, plenty of safety for Preasy. So round not in danger, but maybe some guns dropping at the end. Actually, it looks like with knowing they're going to have a buy in the next round, they're going for this regardless, or at least challenging to try and do some damage and take some weapons away. One smoke to come out over the top, and they want DJL to provide some covering fire with the AK-47, and those Deagles, they can't even make progress, so just time to save the AK, preserve that economy. And it's going to be interesting. The next round is big. This is when DJL is going to get the op. He'll pass this AK-47 over to a teammate, you'd imagine, and get the AWP on the board. And he was fantastic on Anubis. High impact with the sniper.
This is where we really get to see what Pera are made of, as they now have to try and recover a slow start. They won their first map of the RMRs just a few moments ago over on Anubis. Just before that, the most amount of rounds they got were 6 across their first 2 games. Roy charging up ramp. His teammates in behind him. It's a quick play here for Preasy. Quite an intense attack towards top ramp, and Aaron's going to be swinging out, trying to spot it. dupreeh dives down behind the smoke and gets away.
Yeah, look at the difference in having some of the counter nades to be able to kind of stall out this attack. Deep Molotov gets extinguished by the smoke, but the counter flashes were perfect to make sure dupreeh felt a little bit in danger and bails out. Roy waiting for his moment. Flashbang, clear anyone peeking. Aaron looks like he wants to go for an investigation. He's the only player really here. Poria just came back. It's quiet on the map. Underneath stairs control for Altex. He's 8-0 to start this map. A little bit of utility to apply some pressure, but sound cues made at the A ramp are going to let Poria know what's coming.
Preasy creeping up the ramp. 45 seconds remaining in the round, and Poria just watching, knowing that he's about to have a couple of fights committed his crosshair in just a second. Smoke up to allow that cross. DJL handles the first fight. dupreeh, important trade. But 2 players still out behind the smokes on the left side, and that hasn't been detected. dupreeh handles the elevator push, but it's the second player still inside of the smoke, and Aaron is the player that makes it happen here for Pera. Keeps him in the round, but he's gone. And dupreeh and Altex, in all of the chaos, it's dupreeh that stands the tallest.
Yeah, you can see kind of the lack of discipline and maybe the craziousness that's going to come out on this map. Pera, just a bunch of players running through smokes at elevator. Just constant challenge at disadvantaged fights. I think they're trying to join up with those 2 players on the short side, but they can be a little bit more patient and wait for those players to make the contact happen. And regardless, I mean, Preasy just shuts it all down. Easy kills. Another solid attack. And even with Aaron's double in the midst of all of that, Pera can't turn it back around.
There's a lot of timeouts. Slow pace start to this one for Pera. Even in the rounds where they're finding chaos and moments that could allow them to win the round. Still going the way of Preasy. dupreeh 7-1 start. Altex 9-0, yet to die. Complete turnaround here from Preasy, and this is more of the performance I was expecting out of the Danes today. Anubis just got away from them. But the question of map pull surrounding Pera. It looks like Vertigo is not in the wheelhouse just yet, but a good shot from DGL. That's dupreeh dead.
Really nice shot with that AWP. A new presence on the map, and that's that saved AK-47 coming into an AWP a little bit later where it's a lesser buy from the Pera side, but bolstered by the AWP and the kill it's now provided. Back to the B-bomb site we go. One single defender, and he's got a 5-7. Poor Camion. Okay, maybe not.
5-7 works out for Camion. Somehow that's Altex's first death of this map so far, and the attack is still continuing for Preasy, but it's going nowhere. Nowhere fast. Refresh tries to step things up. He does get a double. So now they've got space to plant the bomb, and it's down to a retake here for Pera. They have to commit the rest of their resources in to try and cleave Refresh and TMP out of the site. And this is going to be a heavy upheaval. They do not have a kit available on any of these remaining players, and the remaining players are now cut down to just 2. They descend down construction. DGL, is he going to commit? He will. And now this round is starting to come into question of whether or not it's even worth it for Pera. Time is running thin. Shots landed though right at the end, and Aaron jumps onto the defuse. Preasy provide the fights, and Pera send it home.
That's a great peek from DGL. Oh, man. Yeah, he goes... It's because we have a coach, DJL.
Yeah, not anymore.
Not anymore, true. I mean, that's great. It looks like he's fallen back. He just takes that peek along the grating, destroys the player back in quad. Absolutely perfect, but right in the nick of time as well with no kit. That was labored and struggled, but they made it work. Good fight back from Preasy. Losing that extra player to the 5-7, really painful. Right there, Refresh not even really peeking all that much, but well exposed for the AWP, and yeah, shaking his hot hand off. 5-1. Pera need to build upon it. T-side for Preasy looking obviously much better than their T-side on Anubis.
Quick commitment up the ramp, and Aaron's under a lot of pressure. Poira, look at this. He's inside the smoke. He's letting them run on by, and he's hoping that with the sound cue, he might be able to dish out death with his M4. It's crazy inside the smoke. But dupreeh, the last leg of the attack. Now he's on the other side of the smoke, and when that fades away, Poria should have a free kill onto dupreeh. dupreeh's knocked out. MSN steps up on Roy. TMB can do nothing about the ramp play. And Preasy fall apart on the ramp.
Good shooting from Poria, and a good job managing a hectic, high-pressure situation inside the smoke. Altek's going to tuck himself in along the wall, avoids the damage of the smoke being blown open. But he's left in an impossible clutch. Bomb is dropped, 1v4. So just a matter of time, really. Altex is going to hope and pray someone pushes into his position. And that's not what he wanted. All right, Pera.
Yeah, a bit of excitement now for Pera.
Yeah, 2 in a row, and that one's so solid it feels like that's the one that really gets you started. Get to build up some money, you dominate and decimate that A push, send a little bit of a message over to Preasy, and now you can get the half begun.
Yeah, need a big recovery. Maximum amount of rounds they can have here in the half is 7. That'll be the best case scenario. It is unlikely they will grab all 7. And that's the goal they've got to have. And what a celebration. I like it. Nothing to build on here for Pera. The foundation's laid. Now they've got to get an opening kill, and it's not gone their way. Roy just runs up ramp and walks away with that. Now steps made for MSN. Ooh, and he's about to go missing. Refresh spots him towards elevator, and MSN decides to fall further back. It's a heavy commitment for Refresh. Fortunately, dupreeh has no fear and goes through the fire, but he's traded by those flames, and Roy has continued his push to the A bomb site.
That's a really good heads-up play from Roy as well.
But he didn't spot Poria.
Never spotted Poria, and if the bomb is coming back to A, which it is, he's... Oh, dear.
Dustin Poria looking to wreck them. TMP around the corner. Oh, he's going to line up 2 headshots aplenty. And Roy is now in a 1v2. He's done so much to get space in the A-bomb side, but the one player he didn't detect unraveled the entire round for his team.
And it's such a good play from Roy, it's almost a shame. I mean, he's just utilizing the chaos and all the action in middle, and he's making his own individual decisions, kind of like working together with his teammates on the other side of the map to just say, I know I've got space here. So much attention is going to be on the other side of the map. And that's awkward. MSN gives away his position, shooting at something, seeing ghosts.
He's panicking. He's panicking. And now Roy walks down the ramp.
I mean, it's kind of funny because it's like the round is sort of over because Roy doesn't know that nobody is going to be guarding this bomb, so it's going to burn time to pick it up. But, I mean, he could make a mad dash and get into a bomb site.
If he goes back to A, which is the call, he'll run right back into the waiting arms of Pera. And Roy has made a lot of steps. They know exactly where he is. Utility comes down to deny that bomb plant, and Roy will commit to it. Should be spammed down and dead to the hand of Poria. Great work from Poria in this round. He was the standout performer on map 1 on Anubis. A big reason as to why they were able to walk away with a victory there.
Yeah, starting to get a hang of Vertigo as well. 5 kills in the last 2 rounds, putting some good work in. Especially on that A ramp where Preasy is putting a lot of pressure very quickly in the early round. And he's able to help shut things down. This one is him salvaging a tough situation, finding 2 kills, including the bomb at the bottom of ladder. Round 9. And Preasy's out of money. So Glocks, unarmored pistols.
Nice shot.
Yeah, that AWP, man. He's having a good day in the office. 10 and 5 for DGL.
Yeah, just clean. Takes his spawn. Gotta land the easy ones. 5v4. Preasy must deal with the deficit. I seen today or yesterday, Harry was doing some tweets. That's just Harry. Everyone's favorite neighborhood Harry. Well, he was talking about the ladder issue, where you kind of get stuck on the Vertigo ladder, sort of going down halfway.
I've never had that issue. I did see the video, though.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny that it happened to him.
Yeah. There is something to go wrong. Harry generally discovers it. Poria stops Roy from making any steps up the ramp this time, and Camion, it is a shooting gallery towards this B-steps. Dupree taking off the top of them, and it's going to be a peek again from Camion. Oh, tappy. Really nice and clean from Camion. And they stop the pistols from Preasy.
Yeah, easy challenges, unarmored opponents. Deagles don't connect, so he's going to stand and fight as long as it takes. 3 kills. They cut the lead to 1, but our AKs are going to come back out for Preasy. Interesting to see if they're going to keep up with this aggressive opening towards A ramp, sending massive bodies in that direction, or if they're going to try and test middle. They've had some success causing some weird situations in middle once or twice in this half.
See if that's a consistent theme, but this was a perfect start for Preasy. They had everything they wanted, the 5-0 lead, all the early rounds. But Pera are about to tie things up, and Poria is devastating them again and again inside of ramp. TMP and Roy dead, and the bomb is at the front of the attack. Aaron has to swing. Refresh had to win that fight, otherwise the round would have been over. And Refresh is trying to keep Preasy in this. He hasn't died. That Sandbags player has detected it though. And DGL uses the smoke as some cover. And will he peek out again? Refresh. Oh, patient hold. Expects the push from short, and he stays looking this way. Poirier is the second player in, and Refresh is their reckoning.
Oh, they're just so lucky they've got that kill through the scaffolding. Those peaks are so unnecessary. The 2 kills they've just given over. Oh, what a shot over the top of the sandbags. Dupree never saw it coming.
Oh my god, this is such a back and forth round. Refresh looked like he had done enough to keep Preasy in the battle, but suddenly a shot from DGL over the top of the sandbag has put Altex in the clutch, and the bomb is dropped at the top of the ramp. It's been there this entire round, and it's not an easy pathway for Altex to take here. Carrion's going to spot him early, and that's information passed on, but they separate themselves into 1v1s and give Altex the chance to win this one. The AWP of DGL dives down, giving away the fact that he's playing aggressive, but he switched to an AK, and Altex, oh, he's surely seen that now. He's going for the fight, and Altex can't win it,
no.
even though the Molotov at the last second gets a kill. That round is sheer chaos.
Oh, this is getting so scrappy. This is just, no one is seeing a fight that they don't like. Nobody's waiting for a teammate on the side of Pera. They just kind of really push into it.
Look at this. This is the start of the round. Poria double lineup, bomb drops instantly. Refresh had to do so much heavy lifting just to get Preasy back in a position where they can fight for the round.
And those peaks just really aren't necessary. That one's not necessary either. You have your Opera coming over, give him an extra second so you guys can fight it together. And just the last second, that Molotov spreads extra. But Pera had already won, and now Aaron takes down Roy. Diminished by for Preasy, and it's so much chaos again. It is a brawl on this A ramp.
I love it. Tavern brawling on the ramp itself. TMB is taking his sweet time trying to find a better weapon on the ground, but he hasn't sourced it, so it is just a Tech 9 for him for now, and they're going to back away. Preasy leave A, and they go back and set their sights to this bomb site at B.
I think Altex is calling out how much damage they've done to Canyon, and with the amount of attention they've put towards the A bomb site, they probably don't believe that Pera's going to stack this site, which is true, and he goes down for free. Never saw it coming. Nice timing. Oh, Poria, though, he's going to add one more onto his tally.
And Poria, he made the rotation over, couldn't double up. Nice shot from Altex and Dupree. Good recovery from Preasy, and you're right, it's crazy again, down ramp. Some of those early fights, you think that Pera are going to be able to pick up the lead here.
It's not clean, it's not great Counter-Strike, but this is basically just turned into a pug game.
It's fun.
Which gets active.
GGL, he's going for it somehow, he's going for construction. Yeah, that was the op away. Frustrated about that one, but last round of the half is coming right up. We'll see what kind of buy the side of Pera are able to get together.
Yeah, especially when you consider the fact that, you know, going for a 1v3 with that op at that point, probably not necessary, but if you have the money, whatever. If you don't have the money, then that's a pretty big mistake. This time, Preasy get aggressive on ramp, but they stay at a distance, and they exploit the fact that great damage was done at the B-bomb site early in the round.
So we got the all out. GGL has that. Rifles out. Plenty of utility. They had enough money to go for a buy in the last round of this half. So let's see what Preasy can do. Can they extend their lead to 7-5? TMB searches for the opening at ramp. DGL, he's been so good in this half. And once again, looking to try and stop the ramp play. Oh, a sick shot. He's very quick on that. Roy is dead. Poria jumps down into the smoke.
Dupree died to this earlier. Let's see if he falls prey to it again. He might not even get aggressive. DJL is going to be peering over the edge of that smoke, over the top, seeing if he can find one more target. DGL.
DGL. The Deagle himself. Wielding his trusty op, and the jump spot is good. Missed shot. Dupree gets beyond the fire. Poria goes down. TMB with an important quick shot landing to the chest. And now under a minute left, Preasy up a player, but that rotation is speedy from Aaron. He comes over the top of Heaven, dishes out death to Dupree. And the commitment to the bomb site for Refresh is through. He'll start punching in those digits. Grenade flies over the top. Refresh gets away until the smoke is cleared, and MSN takes him out. So a 2v3 for Preasy's post plan.
Yes, Nade does damage to Refresh and clears the smoke. Absolutely brilliant. Now they can try and stick this inside the smoke. Over the top, TMB's got one.
Altex doesn't need to do much until the final kill, because TMB has a round right at the end. It is Preasy that will lead the way, but that was a 5-0 lead, and then it closes 7-5. It could have been far better for the Danes.
Yeah, well, that got really chaotic. That got really scrappy. That half that turned into you know, fundamentals were thrown out the window, and that was just get whatever kill you absolutely can. And I think that's probably the kind of game Pera would like to play, to be honest with you.
I mean, it proved that it was the way they were winning rounds, right? So, absolutely.
All right, everybody can calm down now. Take a breath. Those last 5 rounds were action-packed. They were fast-paced. TGL with that AWP have an impact for a good stretch. Same with Poria. Just couldn't keep it lasting until the very end of the half. Preasy eventually we got wise to their tricks, wise to their style.
Yeah. There's a timeout. A tactical variety for Pera to have their coach Shlobeshkov have his say.
Pistol round. Dualies on Roy. The utility on Aaron and Camion. Camion or Camion?
Camion.
Cool.
That's what I've been saying.
All right.
Both sound very close to one another. It's not a pistol round unless there's dual Berettas these days. And Roy's the man carrying them. Everybody on a Glock for Pera. Plenty of utility in the back pocket of Aaron. Poria clearing close corner. They'll then walk up through the ramp and some space being gathered towards A. It's a passive setup for TMB. He's going to be playing from heaven, gathering info once he sees the utility coming in, and then his teammates can come over. But his positioning suggests a retake call here for Preasy, and a lot of teams willing to do that, especially when they've got a kit available. Executes up.
Good
TMB will
smoke wall.
spam through.
Yeah, good smoke wall. It's going to get broken open, but Dupree's not going to have the bullets. No, it's not. Then they went a little bit further for the plant. Molotov deep in. I think that was extinguished by the smoke that was thrown there earlier.
Oh
the retake
God.
is quick.
The retake's dead.
Yeah, the retake is quick and over just as quickly.
That's mental.
That's just, you're trying to catch them off guard, right? You're trying to execute the retake before they think it's possible, catch them falling back and getting into post-plant positionings, and all of a sudden you're jumping through the smoke, but Pera was ready for it. TMB and Refresh can't do anything. In fact, TMB ran out of bullets. He was just spamming them into the smoke that whole round. Refresh will get some fluff kills at the end. That's all they are, though.
But they're stylish.
There's some nice shooting.
Empty calories, though.
Yeah.
6 rounds for Pera. Pistol picked up in the second half, and this is the best case scenario now for Pera. And we talked about a reality in which it could happen. They could 2-0 Preasy here.
They could. They can come right back into this. Not far off, especially when you're going to have an advantage in the second round. Good shooting with the Glock. Easy kills as they come through the smoke.
They're on a 4-series loss streak, Pera. The last time that they picked up a victory was actually qualification for Pro League, which is a huge, monumental moment for their careers.
Absolutely.
But they didn't win anything since then. And they've been accused of doing their best work online. And the questions were whether or not they'd be able to do anything when they came to LAN. A win over Preasy, that's a legitimate result. And this is for survival here at the RMR. Roy swings, M4 in hand. He's the only player with the M4, so he has to double up. And he's got Aaron and DGL. Casts them aside as Poria slips the net and goes through smoke, but they've got to be aware that he could come short here. Surely they've got to be aware of that.
What a disaster for Pera so far in this round. The surprise M4, much like they did to him on Anubis. And I think that's dropped over by Refresh and his triple kill. We called him empty calories. It's not the case. That M4 is worth its weight. It might even get one more, and it will. MSN gets caught.
God.
And Pera is on the verge of losing an absolutely painful round.
Roy even hit damage through the smoke there. He would have got 4K from that. They eventually take him out. Galil's picked up, and yeah, massive work from the one M4. Roy just goes fighting, and he stomps all over them. That's devastating for Pera, because we spoke about how winning the pistol gives them the perfect start of the second half, and maybe they could tie things up or even take the lead off the back of it, but they've got to stomach a terrible round defeat.
Yeah, this one really hurts, and that's just Roy swinging for a fight again, like right in the first 20 seconds. He's just, I'm here, I'm fighting, I'm gonna see what I get, and he found a double. I don't think they expected a swing from an M4 whatsoever in that round.
MSN fighting through middle. Got a decent amount of space here, but Refresh should eventually detect him. But big shot! Oh, he's detected that.
Just spotted an elbow before that next jiggle.
It doesn't feel good. Roy's confident from the last round, so he's pushing down ramp. There is a risk involved in this, but really should be getting that kill on Aaron. The problem is there's plenty more players where that came from, and Roy handles everybody. The Galil, the chatterbox going crazy down the bottom of the ramp. TMB will sprinkle damage out. The Preasy A defenders have taken significant damage on board. Roy's on 9 health, TMB on 28. But it looks like their work is done for this round. They're happy to feel the effects of what they've been able to get. And Cameo now left alone behind that smoke. So 45 seconds remain in the round, and Cameo's just looking for another shot, another kill, if possible, and that is not given to him. So Preasy 9-6 now. Things are looking very good for the Danes.
Roy having a good start with this M4 from the second round. 6 kills in the last 2 that were played. This one getting aggressive down ramp and putting a stop to any shenanigans after losing Refresh at middle. So Preasy extending the lead here on map 2, trying to force us on to nuke.
Spirit have suffered their first loss with this roster.
Ooh, MOUZ with a 2-0.
And MOUZ with a 2-0, 13-11 on Mirage.
Nicely done. Congratulations to MOUZ as they move into the Major. Spirit will have to try again tomorrow. We're sending someone home though here on this stream, and it's Altex with a quad kill. Sprays him down nice and easy, going for the last, and he wants it.
Give me all 5, and that's denied. TMP stops that from happening. 10-6, Preasy looking to drag us through to map 3.
Shout out to Poria though. I mean, he's like, nope, you don't get the ace. Run to the other side of the map, bail out.
It's always like the objective in those Glock rounds is if you run into someone who gets a 4K, your main objective is now don't let him ace. Don't let him get the ace.
Don't give it to him.
Second timeout for Pera. Slobeshkov's having his say again. It's a fun name to say. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's fun.
Yeah.
That's how I'd imagine it would be
Win or lose,
said.
it's all good.
Don't think Para's shown us enough here to be able to dig deep enough on Vertigo.
No, I mean, they too are having issues with A-Ramp with this kind of aggressive push out of Preasy, especially Roy has put a stop to him a number of times, so they got to figure out a solution real quick to it. They're running out of opportunities to storm back in this. Although I'll say that, but Preasy did come back from 6-12 to try and force overtime on map 1. That second round loss for Pera, not converting the pistol, just is so painful. Utility command out from Refresh in support of his A defenders. The initial contact on ramp. Only one player here for the moment. The rest of Pera going towards middle.
Altex lining them up. Just one kill from Altex in this round against Rifles, and it's good trading from MSN. He keeps the numbers even, but look at this aggression from Preasy once again, pushing down ramp, getting a quick flank, and TMB is the player to do it. He's going to hear the steps. He can find the bomb here, but Porter is going back to cover it off. He's just spotted TMB and gets out of dodge.
That's a big piece of information. Nade comes in. That's good. Chunk down damage. Poria going to hold and make sure he doesn't push forward. And TMB has a decision to make. Flashbang is out, but Poria easily gets in towards safety. 2 CTs on this flank, and I don't think Poria realizes it. He's going to go down, 1-for-1 trade, and all of a sudden Camion has everything to do and hasn't even planted the bomb.
Yeah, has to pick that bomb up because his teammate who had it was taken out on the bomb site itself. And Camion, he can still win this. He just has information most recently that TMB was spotted towards the bottom of the B stairs, but time has ticked on, and he decides it's an uncomfortable fight to be exposed to stairs itself. There's always a chance they've regrouped together, and he peeks, and TMB with the instant headshot. 11 rounds for Preasy. Nuke is looking so likely.
Yeah, I think just got that flank really harassed Poria, and he could never join up with his teammates to get a clean plant off, and he really wanted to fight for it. He thought it was only 1 the entire time. In his final peak, he got surprised by a second player. Otherwise, that obviously could have been very different. But Preasy's just gained control of this map and are starting to run away with it. 11-6, 2 rounds away, Preasy, from taking us to Nuke.
Nuke line and wait. Excited to go that. Would have been heartbreaking for Preasy to go out in this fashion, losing to Pera 2-0. Dupree fighting in mid, spots out Aaron. Needs to be careful, he needs to get away. Ooh, Dupree, not comfortable, but does get around that corner and now hides behind the sandbags.
This is never a fun position to be in as that mid player when you feel like you didn't have the time to make a full retreat and now you're just kind of stuck. And if you choose the wrong timing, you just straight up die. Poria's got a nice timing on TMB, who doesn't realize this lurk has come in. Easy headshot as the swing out comes, but Roy is still alive.
Oh, nice shot from Poria.
Anymore.
Displaying great mechanical skill. He wants to stay committed towards this A bomb site. Clears out 2 defenders. Refresh is about to peek from heaven. Will Poria, oh
Damn.
my god, what a flick! Up towards Refresh, rips it off the top rope. And Dupree nearly died at the start of the round, went back to those sandbags and stays there until he gets his kill.
Yeah, but this is such a, I don't know if you can even go for this 2-on-3 with Dupree at such low health. Bomb's going to be planted at the A bomb, so I think Preasy's just going to say, we have a 5-round lead. Let's not risk these weapons. Let's not put our economy in a weird place. TMB's got 11K, so it's not the biggest deal, but Dupree's just no HP to actually go for this.
Yeah, bomb plant put down on default. That time will tick on, and Preasy no steps closer to the bomb site. What a round coming out of Poria.
Yeah, those were some disgusting shots.
Especially that heaven shot on Refresh.
Was incredible.
Really quick reactions. Very solid accuracy.
Are they going to try and just go in late?
Well, it seems like Camion's got that covered.
Yeah, but he's got to smoke Altex.
Oh my god, are they going to try this? Okay. All right, Altex, smoke goes down. That should hit the panic button, and he's just maybe trying to pull them away from the safe spot.
Trying to pull them into the bomb blast, and I think they're wise to his tricks. They haven't heard the defuse sound cue, so it's all good.
Cool idea. Doesn't pan out the way he would have intended. And they stay alive here. Pera attempting the comeback. We've seen Preasy pull a comeback on Anubis all the way to the last round of regulation, where they were favored to actually send the game into overtime. Just fumbled in mid, cost them. Maybe Pera can pull a comeback of their own here.
Poria keeps having a couple more rounds like that, and yeah, for sure. The hard thing is there's no easy route for Pera, really. There's so much economy. Yeah, now a big player of the big piece of your puzzle is gone as well. It's just the fact that, I mean, Preasy, even if they lose this round, they've got like 2 more rounds of buys behind it.
Aaron dispels the attackers with that flash. He'll send those CTs back into position. Voltex, we've seen him yesterday. He looked pretty solid, actually, holding down the B bomb site as the anchor. This time caught.
Good curse.
Changing his position. Yeah, I'm using it pretty wisely. Camion takes Altex out of the round here.
That's a big kill to find. The equalizer, it's now a 4-on-4. A little bit of utility left over for Pera as well if they just want to pull the trigger on an execute here at the bomb site. Molotov towards default boxes. Smokes along the gen. They just need to clear out Dupree.
He's all blind, goes around the corner, forced back to safety. They stay committed to this attack, but it's not cutting through the first layer of defense. Dupree jumping around. Camion could be the little secret player still hiding out towards Tetris. In the meantime, Aaron's pushed through short onto this A bomb site. Roy spots him out.
I still don't think they realize Camion is here. So the bomb, I think, is going to just come back to the B bomb site. I think Camion's going to have to take a risk in the next 3 seconds. Oh, there it was. He was going to start shifting up, but Dupree with a nice peek.
Yeah, it's a great timing for the peek for Dupree. Obviously, the headshot even better. Dupree's put together a lovely few rounds here. MSN, 10 seconds on the clock. Spotted, dies before the time, but it's 12-7 for Preasy. Map point secured, and Nuke waiting in the wings.
Nuke waiting in the wings. Feels very likely. And Pera without a bomb plant. I don't know what kind of a buy they're going to be able to come up with here, but they better call out the pocket strategy, the one they can rely on the most. Roy has just been a nuisance at A-ramp throughout this entire half. He's been shutting players down time and time again. Pera's had a really hard time just gaining control of that from the T side. It was such a brawl in the first half. It's similar in the second half, except it's almost like Preasy is emphatically winning that initial engagement. And Pera doesn't even really want to go there. Ooh. He was angry.
Yeah, and held it in, though. There was no death smash, no monitor slam. Yeah. Kept it in. Khalils and AKs for Pera. Not the prettiest purchase, but it's one they will do battle with in round 20. This could be the last round of Vertigo. Could have ended a couple of rounds ago if it wasn't for Poria stepping up. Hoping that they can get him into the round, but once again, suffering. The man deficit right away, and Roy destroys them on the ramp again. Poria, as he often does, finds some steps into the round for Pera, but this is their last attempt as they attack up A.
Yeah, he has a bit of a rebuttal, but there's so much more work that has to come through in this round. Bomb is isolated on its own, swings out into the open, traded off by Dupree, but Poria's going to backstab him. I don't think Dupree... Oh, no, he's not.
No, he's changed away from short.
Going to pull all the way back.
Could work. He could actually have a fight against Dupree, but he's smart enough, Dupree, to drop back and play from headshot. He knows his teammates coming over towards elevator, so Dupree has the help. The bomb is collected here for Poria.
I think Poria needs to just burn off like 15 seconds or so. 15, 20 seconds to make Preasy put the thought in their head that he could have gone back to the B bomb site. They get aggressive, and they end it anyways. Good shot from Altex, and that's going to be a map victory for Preasy.